There is something fascinating that most people never realize. Your brain cannot always tell the difference between genuine confidence and repeatedly acting like a confident person. That means every time you stand a little taller, speak a little slower, or look someone in the eyes, your mind quietly begins rewriting the story it believes about you. In other words, you can train your brain to become confident before you actually feel confident. And that is exactly how many successful people transform themselves. They do not wait for confidence. They practice it until it becomes part of who they are. The truth is, confidence is one of the greatest illusions in the world. Most people think it appears after success, after getting the perfect job, after making enough money, after losing weight, after becoming more experienced. But if you look closely at the people who seem naturally confident, you will notice something surprising. They started long before they felt ready. They acted first. Their feelings caught up later. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. The first few attempts feel awkward. Your hands shake. Your balance is terrible. Your mind tells you that you might fall. But after repeating the same movements again and again, your brain adapts. One day, without even thinking, you are riding with ease. Confidence works exactly the same way. It is not a personality trait. It is a skill built through repetition. Every small action becomes another vote for the person you are becoming. Every habit becomes another piece of evidence that tells your brain, this is who I am now. That is why today we are not talking about motivation. Motivation comes and goes. We are talking about habits. Simple actions that seem almost too small to matter. Yet when repeated every day, they completely transform the way you see yourself and the way others respond to you. The first habit starts before you ever speak. It begins with your posture. Walk into any room with your shoulders collapsed, your head down, and your eyes fixed on the floor, and you silently tell your brain that you want to hide. Now reverse it. Standhalt. Relax your shoulders. Lift your chin. Take slow and deliberate steps. Almost instantly, your body sends a different message. You belong here. You deserve to take up space. And your brain listens. The second habit is eye contact. Many people avoid looking directly at others because they fear rejection. Ironically, avoiding eye contact often creates the exact impression they hope to avoid. Confident people do not stare. They simply remain present. When someone speaks, they pay attention. When they answer, they connect through their eyes. That quiet connection builds trust before a single argument is made. Try holding eye contact for just 1 second longer than normal. You may feel uncomfortable. That discomfort is simply your old programming resisting change. Keep practicing. Your brain will slowly accept this new behavior as normal. The third habit is speaking slower. Fear speeds everything up. Your breathing becomes shallow. Your thoughts race. Your words rush out before your ideas are fully formed. Confidence does the opposite. It slows everything down. When you pause before speaking, you communicate certainty. You show that your words are worth waiting for. Silence is not your enemy. Silence gives your message power. The fourth habit may be the most important of all. Keep the promises you make to yourself. Every time you decide to wake up early and actually do it, your brain notices. Every workout you finish. Every page you read. Every difficult conversation you stop avoiding. Your mind collects evidence that you are someone who follows through. Real confidence is built on that evidence. Not compliments. Not social media likes. Not temporary motivation. The more you trust yourself, the stronger your confidence becomes. And this is only the beginning, because the remaining habits will challenge the way you think about appearance, comparison, fear, and personal growth in ways that most people never expect. The fifth habit has nothing to do with expensive clothes or perfect looks. It is about showing respect to yourself. The way you dress, the way you groom yourself, and the way you carry your appearance all send signals to your brain before they send signals to anyone else. When you leave the house looking careless, you often behave carelessly. When you take a few extra minutes to look organized and put together, you naturally begin acting with greater confidence. It is not about impressing other people. It is about reminding yourself that you matter. The sixth habit is one that silently destroys confidence every single day. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Social media has made this harder than ever. You scroll through endless pictures of successful entrepreneurs, perfect relationships, luxury vacations, and flawless bodies. What you rarely see are the failures, disappointments, lonely nights, and years of struggle behind those images. Comparison creates an impossible game that no one can win. There will always be someone richer, smarter, younger, or more talented. But there will never be another version of you. The only comparison that matters is whether today's version of yourself is slightly better than yesterday's. Instead of asking, "Why am I not like them?" ask yourself, "Am I improving?" That single question changes everything. It shifts your focus from envy to growth. And growth creates confidence. Now we arrive at the seventh and final habit. This is the habit that separates people who dream from people who transform. Do one thing every day that scares you. Not something reckless. Not something dangerous. Just something that pushes you outside your comfort zone. Speak first during a meeting. Introduce yourself to someone new. Post the video you have been afraid to upload. Apply for the opportunity you think you are not qualified for. Raise your hand. Share your opinion. Ask the question. The moment you act despite fear, your brain records a powerful lesson. Says, "I survived." The next time becomes easier, then easier again. Eventually, what once terrified you becomes completely normal. That is how confidence grows. Not by eliminating fear, but by proving to yourself that fear does not control your actions. Take a moment and think about the most confident person you know. There is a good chance they still experience doubt. They still get nervous. They still question themselves. The difference is they no longer wait for those feelings to disappear. They move anyway, and every action strengthens the identity they are building. The greatest misconception about confidence is believing that one day you will suddenly wake up with it. That day never arrives. Confidence is built quietly. It is created every morning when you choose discipline over excuses. Every afternoon when you keep a promise to yourself. Every evening when you reflect instead of regret. It grows through posture, through eye contact, through calm speech, through consistency, through self-respect, through refusing comparison, and through taking action even when fear is sitting beside you. One small habit may not seem important today, but repeated hundreds of times, it changes the way you think. It changes the way you behave. It changes the opportunities you attract. And eventually, it changes your entire life. Years from now, people may look at you and say, "You have always been confident." Only you will know the truth. Confidence was never something you found. It was something you practiced until it became part of who you are. Before you leave, I want you to make one simple decision. Choose just one of these 7 habits and commit to practicing it for the next 7 days. Not forever, just 7 days. Then come back and see how differently you feel. If this video inspired you, write "I choose confidence" in the comments and tell everyone which habit you are starting with today. And if you want more practical ideas that can completely transform your mindset and your life, subscribe to the channel and join us on the journey to becoming the strongest version of yourself. Your future is shaped by the small choices you make today. So start now.